going for John, ladies and gentlemen, your host. One more time. How we doing? Good to be here. Good to be here, guys, on a Saturday night, sold-out show. This feels good. Like John said, my name's Luca. I'm your feature. I'm from Chicago. I started here. I moved out to New York about a year and a half ago to pursue my dreams as a comedian. And you see how it's going. And right back where I started, so next to the airport. So it's good to be back here with you. No, it's good to be home, man. It's good to do shows like this, see regular people. I just turned 30 a few months ago, and I went out last night with my friends. And I'm at this age where all my friends are married now, except for my weird friends. So now when I'm going out to meet women, I'm going out with my weird friends. Do you know what I mean when I say that? Like one-on-one, they're good people, but then you get them in a crowd and they just sort of malfunction. Like that's who I'm going out with now. Like this is just. I have a friend. He's so polite to women that it's creepy. Like he'll see a girl, instead of being like, "Hey, how's it going?" He'll be like, "May I approach?" And they're like, "No, you may not. Please leave us alone. You're scaring us." That's a hard guy to wingman. You know, because girls will be like, "Your friend's weird. He's a weird guy. He's weird." And I'm like, no, he's a good guy. You just got to talk to him. You just got to talk to him for like 10 to 15 years. He really is a good guy if you just get to know him. I don't know. I feel like the soccer mom of my group now. That's what I feel like. I've never been a soccer mom. I don't know what that experience is like, but I do know what it's like to watch someone that I love not score for 2 hours and then take them to McDonald's afterwards. I have done that many times. I go to the bar, I just talk to other guys. I'm like, "Hi, which one's yours? Which one is it?" Mine's the chubby one in the Minecraft t-shirt. Let's go, Aiden! Let's go, Aiden! It's fun. But things are looking good career-wise. I came home. I'm staying with my parents right now. Staying with my folks right now. Every time I come home to visit my parents, I feel like they have some sort of like physical labor that they've waiting for me. I'm talking, like as soon as I walk in the door, they want me to move like the heaviest object into the most inconvenient place. There's no wait period. I walk in the door, I'm like, "Mom, Dad, I missed you." My dad's like, "Yeah, keep your shoes on. Would it take the washing machine? We're gonna put it in the attic." And you're like, "Right now?" Your mother bought a grand piano, she wants it in the guest bathroom for some reason. All right, get your shoes on. We're gonna put the Peloton in the pantry. He's nuts, my dad. He's he's 70 years old and he's retired. My dad, 70 years old, he's a retired firefighter for Chicago. And you don't gotta clap. He doesn't give a shit. They clap for you, Dad, at Rosemont. You know, the fake town. They clap for you for the. I appreciate it. He's a retired firefighter. He's 70 years old, like many of the people in this room, and. I'll tell you what, he's at this age where all he's wearing now is aggressively patriotic t-shirts. That's his whole wardrobe, my dad. I saw him, he has the American flag on his shirt, and it says, like, "These colors don't run." And that's a cool shirt, you know? But that is a crazy shirt to wear, though, when you also have Skechers on. You know what I mean? Like, he's not gonna storm the Capitol, but he might, like, power walk to the Lincoln Memorial. Does that make sense? He's, like, in a... That's funny. That's funny that 70-year-old men and 10-year-old boys have they have the same outfits. Just a graphic tee and cheap tennis shoes. I don't know. He's a big gun guy. I come home, he's got a new gun every time I come home, which is, carries a gun wherever he goes, my dad. He's 70 years old, which, I don't know how you feel about that, but it's a bunch of white people in Rosemont, so I could assume. My thing, though, he's not going anywhere dangerous. You know what I mean? Like I'm not anti-gun, but I might be anti my dad bringing his gun to the eye doctor. I think that's a fair... I don't think my dad should be standing his ground with his pupils dilated. I don't know if that's a good... Just walking around all blurry. Just put your hands where I can kind of see him. Put him up. He's got a prescription on his scope. I don't know. It's nuts, man. He doesn't need a gun. He's got horrible road rage, too. He picked me up from the airport. You ever been in the car with someone with road rage? It's horrific. He's just saying the most horrific things to people Just the most horrible things imaginable, and they can't hear him. I'm the one who has to hear, I have to like endure my father's wrath for the sins of the other drivers on the road. I feel like Jesus, but in traffic. That's what I feel like. He's like, this guy doesn't know how to use his signal, doesn't know what to do. I'm just like, forgive him, Father, for he knows not how to merge. Forgive him, Father, he knows not what he does. It's good to be home. My parents' relationship, they've been together 30 years. Their relationship has just turned into, it's just like my mom is constantly like organizing and redecorating the house, and my dad is just upset that he can't find anything. That's the whole relationship. My dad's he'll just walk around and be like, has anyone seen my belt? So you don't know where my belt is? I've been looking for my belt for 3 days. I don't know where my belt. And my mom will look, she'll be like, it's your belt? You did something with it. It's your belt. Put it somewhere. It's supposed to be something. I'm not responsible for your stuff. You put your belt somewhere and you've lost it. I don't know where it is. It's your belt. And then he will leave the room and she'll be like, I threw out his belt. I don't know. I threw it out. I don't know. And I'm like, well, you got to tell him. Because he's on a scavenger hunt for something that doesn't exist. You know what I mean? He's like, you ever see a cat chasing a laser pointer? That's my dad's whole life now. He's just looking for something. He's just, anyone see my belt? Anyone know where my belt is? I don't know. I flew here on a plane, and you go on the plane too. The television screen is like right in your face. It's right there. You know what I mean? And I turn it off because I don't want a headache. But I always end up watching like a movie on a guy's screen like 3 rows ahead of me. You ever do that? I'm watching like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 with no subtitles, just complete silence. I was on the plane yesterday. You ever see a guy on the plane watching the flight map? What a fucking nerd that guy is. What are you, backseat driving the plane, dude? Never once have I been on a jet and said to myself, yeah, I wouldn't be going this way if I was this guy. This is not the route. Not at these airspeeds, not through Albuquerque. This is not the way. That's crazy. I think the guy that watches the flight map on the plane, I feel like that's the same guy that like watches Cops. And when they arrest the guy, he's like, we got him, boys. It's like the same guy. I bring up flying too, just because my younger brother's a pilot. My younger brother is he's 24 years old. He's an airline pilot. Yeah, I'm 30. I'm doing this. So, dude, side note, you're doing the worst in your family when your parents describe you with adjectives instead of nouns. When they talk about my brother, they use nouns. They're like, he's a pilot. He's a captain. United Airlines. They talk about me as adjectives. They go, Luca, creative. So creative, kind, gentle. My dad's like kind of gay. Like he doesn't know. It's like, okay, stupid. That is crazy though. 24, he's a pilot. 24 years old, airline pilot. Can't rent a car, he can fly a plane. Isn't that fucking insane? Think about that. He flies a 747 in the sky, lands at O'Hare, goes to the rent-a-car place, and then the lady at the rent-a-car place is like, yeah, no, we need your mommy's signature for the Kia Sorrento. So I don't know how they do it over United, but here it hurts. You got to be a big boy. Sorry about that. That's great. 24, he's a pilot, dude. 24, he's a pilot. You know what I was doing when I was 24? You know what I was doing? Molly. That's what I was doing when I was 24. My parents were like, you want to be a pilot? I'm like, no, I want to go to Lollapalooza and do this for 9.5 hours. That's what I was doing. It's unreal, man. He's got horrible OCD, too. Anybody else OCD? He's really, needs everything organized, which I've thought about that. If you think about what's required you of a pilot, I think that's a good thing to have, OCD. You know what I mean? Like his whole job is he's in a tin can for hours on end, pressing light up buttons in the exact same order with a checklist, wearing a little hat. You want that guy on the spectrum a little bit. You know what I mean? You want that guy. I get nervous when you get on the plane and the pilot's too calm. That freaks me out. You get on the plane, the guy's like, everybody relax, just chill out. We're just having a good flight, just cruising over to Houston. It's to be relaxed. Just everyone hang out, no problem. We're just going to Houston, no worries. Just get a 24-hour flight. That's too calm. I want the pilot to get on the intercom and be like, seatbelts on now! That's what I want. He's hitting the button 10 times in a row because it's good luck. I'm like, that guy's in touch with the machine. You know what I mean? That's... I don't know. I'm a uncle too. My older brother is a kid. 2 kids. My sister too. I don't have any kids myself, but I like being an uncle. You know, I'm trying to be a good uncle. My nephew's 10 years old. One of them, and he's half Croatian, and I don't know if you know this about Croatian people. He calls his grandma Bubba. I love that. He sounds like Forrest Gump all the time. It's adorable. 10-year-old kid. I'm like, how was your birthday? He's like, Bubba gave me $50 to buy Fortnite skins. That's how he talks. Bubba got me ice cream. It's cute. You know, I'm trying to be a good uncle. You know what I mean? I don't know what that means. Like, what's my role in his life? I like my uncles growing up, they just asked me how school was my whole life. It's this whole, how's school? I'm 30. All right, we'll keep it up. It's good. That's my uncles. Trying to be real with him. I don't know. He just got his black belt in Taekwondo. My nephew, 10 years old, he's a black belt. And I took Taekwondo when I was a kid, so I had to pretty much tell him that that's a scam. He's not really deadly. You ever see Taekwondo? It looks more like dancing than it does fighting. My nephew does his Taekwondo routine. It goes like this. Is what he does. He goes like this. It's my nephew's Taekwondo routine. Okay. That's great. If he gets in a fight and the guy's over here, he's fucked. He's only going this way. He's gonna get his ass kicked. They're like, oh, I thought you knew Taekwondo. He's like, yeah, no, they got me from the front. I don't know. Sensei only taught me left. It's a cute little act out. Trying to be a good uncle. Here's what I think. I've been thinking about this a lot, what my role in his life is. I think your uncle is your first exposure to how ignorant people can be. I do. I think that's true. I think your dad teaches you right and wrong. Your uncle teaches you that people are assholes. And I've been trying to fill that role. You know what I mean? Like he plays this video game, right? He plays a video game with the headset. Fortnite is called, and he's playing this game. And guys are in the headset, and they're going like, that's gay, fucking gay, gay, gay. They say gay, and he's 10 years old. He doesn't know what that means. So he asked me and his dad. He was like, is gay bad? And his dad's a good dad. His dad was like, of course not, buddy. That's just something that people are. That's how people identify. Good dad answer. And then he looked at me, and I was like, not the best. That's why I said, I don't believe that. I just think that's something an uncle would say. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be the progressive uncle. That doesn't sound good coming out of your uncle's mouth. You know what I mean? Like, if my nephew went to school and was like, hey, my uncle taught me about sexuality. There would be follow-up questions. You know what I mean? What did he teach you? Where did he teach you? Can you show me on this doll? What happened? But then if you went to school and was like, my uncle thinks gay people are contagious and aliens are real, they'd be like, yeah, you can't pick your family. That's Thanksgiving. That's what it is. All right. You guys tensed up on that. It's all right. It's okay. I'm single. I'm a single guy. I just got to relax. I just got out of a thing with this chick. I was talking to this girl in New York. This is true. She was very into social media. And anytime we would have a disagreement as a couple, an argument, she would like to make a video about it and then put it online. Yeah, that's healthy. That's a good... that's not even... I mean, it's 100% true. She'd make these videos. They'd be like TikTok. She'd be like, I got in a fight with my boyfriend, like, he doesn't understand my love language, and I would read the comments. I swear to God, all the comments would be like, dump 'em, dump 'em, dump 'em, dump 'em, dump 'em, dump 'em, dump. And then, like, one guy from a third world country would comment. He'd be like, Mommy, I want to treat you like a queen. Like, come to Ecuador, Mommy. I want to be with... And I'm like, is this the guy? He doesn't even have Wi-Fi, this guy. Go live in his hut. Strange chick, man. Like, addicted to TikTok, man. This is true. Anytime we watch a movie, she would watch it with the closed captioning on. Any women do that in here? By a round of applause, close up. I don't understand that at all. I don't get that. Women are great listeners. You can hear and remember every word I've ever said in an argument, but then as soon as we turned on Netflix, she would be like, I can't hear the movie. I'm like, what is that? I can't hear the movie on subtitles. I'm like, you ever watch a movie with the closed caption? It's distracting. You're either reading or you're watching. You're reading or you're watching. We would finish the movie. She'd be like, what was your favorite part? I'm like, I don't know, the fucking font. What was your favorite part? I like when the credits started to roll. That's when the reading really picked up for me. I like that a lot. I don't get that at all. I think it's because it's built-in gossip. Subtitles are built-in gossip. You know, it always adds a little bit of extra drama. Like you watch a movie, it'll be a guy laughing, and then you read the subtitles, and it's like laughing ominously. Like it adds a little. It's a door closing methodically. Like it's an extra. And that's what it was like to date her. You know what I mean? I would say something and she would over-dramatize it with her own. So I'd be like, hey, babe, I'm going to go out with the guys. It's going to be a guy's night. And in her head, her subtitles would be like, he said suspiciously. Like it would be an extra. He said with intentions of adultery. Like that's. Men don't do that. We don't read into things like that. We don't. You know, I'd be like, are you mad at me? She'd be like, no, I'm fine. I'd be like, oh, she's fine. Yeah, you know, if I say I'm fine, a subtitle of I'm fine is you're fucked. That would be the subtitle of. Okay. I don't know. Men and women are it's cliche, but we're different, I think. It's true. A lot of comedians like to talk about that. I was shopping the other day. I went to Abercrombie, the clothing store. You know, they have a men's section, they have a women's section. They also have a plus-size women's section. Which I think personally that's fucked up. I do. No, these companies, what they do, they pander to overweight people, and then they put them in their own section of the store like they're a different species. That's fucked up. They're like, no, come in. You're curvy. You're beautiful. We love you. Then they get in the store, and they're like, yeah, no, you shop over in that corner, fatty. That's where you go. No. There's no sizes. All the tags just say brave. You're over there. That's where you go. No, we don't want the big pants touching the little pants. You're over there. That's where you go. They would never do that on the guy's side. Men are delusional enough. You know what I mean? Like, we're not. I feel like women see female models and you're like, oh my God, I could never look like that. Men see male models and we're like, yeah, no, that's me. I'm that guy. That's Calvin Klein said, that's me. And that joke isn't to disparage fat people. You guys pull back a little bit. It's not. I like fat people. Not sexually, but I do like them. They're good people. It's a general. Sorry. Okay. No, it's because I hate the opposite way more. Like my cousin right now, he's trying to be a bodybuilder. He's trying to get jacked. He's obsessed with his, go to the gym and diets and my family's very Italian. It's cliche, but they can't even wrap their head around these diets that he's on. Like things like my grandma at holidays will be like, you need to eat something, you need to eat. And he's like, Grandma, I can't. I'm intermittent fasting. And she'll be like, oh my God, he's a Muslim. Like she doesn't know how to process it. I gotta go. My name's Luca Ferro. God bless you. Have a great evening. Take it easy. Enjoy your night. One more time for John.
Keep it going, Luca Ferro, everybody.